Hello everybody and welcome back to The Broken Sword, A Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut. Or in other words, the accent game.
Yes.
Because the accents of the voice acting is fucking weird. I'm gonna probably up the volume on this. But not in the game. There we go. Chan. Alright. Last we left off, actually the first episode was essentially playing as Nico, who is trying to find out some clues about a murder of a politician in France that happened in front of her, and got to meet this guy, George Stopart, who is also assisting her. And now we're at a hotel trying to find a guy named Khan. I don't remember his first name, that's okay. Ah yes, piano lady. Hello, bonsoir, comment ça va? Ça va bien.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
I'm conducting a
His
private
face, though.
investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Oh? Good to know.
Alright. Concerning, but okay.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
What?
What?
What is this?
Oh.
I just smell banana.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I didn't get to eat supper, so I'm just kind of like.
Good job.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
No, monsieur. Alright. Actually, the accent's not too bad.
What do you
Honestly.
make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no. It could be useful.
Honestly,
Holding
this is
on
one of
to
the
it.
better French accents.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
We're starting off better than the rest with this guy,
This dude.
this dude, actually having a decent French accent.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Will he try that with every character that handshake? I will try with every single character. Just for the shit of it.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
You say so.
Rude.
Do you know a man named Plantard?
No, monsieur.
No, monsieur. Okay, là.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Raymond? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his...
Khan!
That is like the third time you've made that joke.
What, the Khan
There
joke?
was no one registered under the name of Khan. If the killer was staying here, he'd used a different pseudonym.
Well, yeah.
Hanging from a brass hook was
Use
a
logic.
key and a plastic tag.
Stuck with this guy. This guy here.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're
You
that
did?
Nobel Prize winner from some
I was like, we did?
unpronounceable Eastern European state.
He probably
Yes,
did.
but-
No, monsieur, but where is my croissant?
Have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing all
Have you
things.
any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Sure looks like it.
Sure.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective. What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What the
What about
fuck?
mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
What's happening?
I.
Purge? Like fucking just.
Okay.
What? Okay.
We have no use for clowns.
Whoever made this has a
This
fear.
goo
It's like a
smeared
phobia of
tissue
clowns.
mean
Jeez.
Anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there. Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
And why would you
I'm,
say he's
uh,
dead? Why are you
sure
giving
you
him
have.
information that he doesn't need?
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A
The
guy.
clown.
You know, clown.
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer.
Bro.
They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother
What is
of
happening?
ingenuity.
This is one of the strangest conversations I've ever heard.
Right?
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's
Oh.
a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Oh, really?
Would
Tell
you
me
help
more.
me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I
Instructions?
cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Ah.
Fair enough.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Let's talk to this lady.
Hello.
Hello, piano
there,
lady.
ma'am.
Well, hello.
Oh no.
You.
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my
I do like her
ancestors
accent, though.
were
It's fun.
Yeah, it's
I
really
can
fun.
trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Let's go down the list.
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
Oh, I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Alright.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
That's not something you
Good
tell
heavens,
someone.
are you trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Khan.
I've never heard of the man.
I like her. So far, the accents are good in this hotel.
She's fun.
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I just couldn't bring myself to use the button.
Oh,
Lady.
because she's too nice. She's fantastic.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged.
Merlin?
You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Starbot. Shaken.
Shaken.
A man of
The
honor.
actress, the acting behind it is amazing.
I know, I'm enjoying this. Like,
When did you last see
It's
Merlin?
fun silliness, but that's what works with this.
yes, with this
He
game,
came
yes.
downstairs and spoke to that Clark chappie. Something passed hands.
Oh my god, did they hire a new voice cast in 1 week? Accent seems good here. I know, right? Like, what the fuck?
The clerk put it in
It's like what we
hotel safe
like
and
the
now
silliness
it's
we
out.
do with Phoenix Wright. Like we do silly voices there.
Yeah.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
Ooh.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
This belongs on Are the Straights Okay?
Ma'am?
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. The opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday.
This is literally like there's a subreddit called Are the Straights Okay? And it's a bunch of straight people acting like they have to get married and they don't want it, like they hate each other.
Well, the
Oh,
closest
dear.
I came to romance
Oh,
was wooed by a drunken
Old
rugby
aristocracy, right?
I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened last night?
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Starbot. Cupid's arrow
Oh.
has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was I always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight. Romantic music tinkling across the room.
She's
And
an
then
old female
the
Scanlan
strange
Shorthaul.
glance. Those brooding eyes, that wild manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
Oh my god!
Glad he finally turned up after all these years.
The way she said those lines reminds me of the fucking cow from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yes.
And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
I think she may have met Liveth.
Maybe?
Those tight trousers.
Those tight trousers. But yeah, it sounds like the cow. I wonder if it's actually the same voice actress.
Mhm.
Because it sounds like eerily like similar. Oh my god.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Ah, this guy.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
I like this woman. I like her very much, and I think Liveth would highly approve.
Oh fuck. I'm enjoying her so
I'm
much.
going. I believe I've got some inspiration for a new character,
Oh no.
and Liveth will know her well.
Who is?
What now?
What now?
I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials,
That's fair.
I cannot help.
I insist you give me the key to Merlin's room.
Don't care.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society.
Motherfucker, we don't know you. We can't just let you in because you
He is
say.
toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Ciel, are there no depths to which he will not sink?
Precisely.
I love how it's like when people go to the hospital and they refuse to leave or something like that. It's like, well, I suddenly feel entitled to this. It's like, we don't care. Protocol. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's with my job too.
He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times. With your help, I just might be able to stop him.
I want to kick
What
our
if
own
it
character
turns
out for
out
not
I
following
have
rules.
helped you? No, I cannot do it.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
don't drive.
Identification?
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
Sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
Shut
I'm
up,
sorry.
smartass.
I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Stop trying to bend the rules and fucking get identification.
Old school point and click games. Essentially, it's just to like shove into the player's brain that you need to find ID.
What can I do for you now?
Can I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
Okay. Thank you for answering my question. I'm gonna go upstairs.
The sign on the door read 21.
Right, I forgot to check the.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room.
Ledger.
The sign on the door read 22.
What?
The registry.
Mhm.
I forgot to check it.
It was the register of guests staying at the hotel.
Now that I know what his name is.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin. Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic pad.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You are trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
God, Jesus Christ.
I bet they thought they were so good with that.
Yep, you need to level up your lockpicking skills. Unfortunately, this is not Skyrim, because I would have had that shit done a long time ago.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George.
Hello, George! I love her.
Oh, I fucking love her.
Did I show you this photo?
Yes.
Yes, darling.
Is your memory alright?
No, not at all. I'm just checking to see if there's anything there.
Hello again. This is a photo of...
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Get out.
Alright, this is the door.
The sign on the door read 22.
Hello.
The door was locked.
Okay. Show this one.
The door was locked.
The door was locked. Okay.
I think we have to get out and find some kind of identification.
Or something.
Yeah.
That.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem. If you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search
What?
him, Flat.
You bet.
Alright, sure. Don't worry. You can pat me down. Even though you haven't shown me any credentials.
You big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flat.
What the fuck?
Fuck if I know, dude. Okay, nothing here.
We've decided we're the authorities. Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to people about that, I guess.
Hi, ma'am.
I might need to prompt that or something. I don't know.
What can I do for you now?
Fucking love her.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
I mean, that's smart. That's smart.
I wasn't expecting her to say that, but alright.
I mean, it works.
It's smart,
Hello
but
again.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay, no.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Talk to this guy, I guess, about it.
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real
Bro.
gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is
It's right in front of your establishment, sir.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that
Don't
room
lose your
taken-
credit card in your underwear. There's lots of
The
voids.
guest checked out this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
I love how he's like, I don't know. I can't just report stuff. It's like, if someone's fucking shoved down in the middle of the street outside my store, I've got to call the
No
cops.
one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either.
Jesus Christ.
I think you have to go further back to find something.
No, it would have like something would have popped up on the screen, but
Okay.
I'm not getting it. So that's. I feel like she could cause a ruckus if I get the proper shit.
You now?
Oh,
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me,
that's a
why
warning.
do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse?
I want my
My
revenge.
feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
She is so self-aware. I love this.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
What is that walk?
Over to you, my dear.
That was fucking funny. Don't stop me now. Oh, boys.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Alright. Okay, let's check this place out first, see if there's anything.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
I don't know what that is. See if...
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
What?
The cabinet was...
Okay.
We're gonna fucking climb on the outside of this place?
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Yes,
it is.
That's very dumb.
God, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's check in there.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Pilos?
Pilo?
Pilo. Oh my god.
I thought he was like sneaking under the blankets. I was like, how does this help?
Sheets told me nothing about the killer's habit.
What?
I thought he was sneaking under the blankets, and I was like, this doesn't help, dude.
Ugh.
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Check closet?
Closet?
Well, cupboard, honestly. The cupboard. Fuck off! Bro.
You good?
The closet was a solid
Shut up.
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Stop! There's the other thing right there!
The closet was a... The closet was a...
Nope.
It was Khan. I
Oh,
had the
okay.
kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
See your arm just...
Bro. Uh-oh.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead.
Ain't you blind? Oh, you see. Wow.
But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me. I didn't usually spy on men getting changed,
Really?
but this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
I was wondering why he had like checkered pants with like an actual like clean suit. Unless he was quirky, but... Jesus. Woof. Alright.
I flipped the pants over.
We know.
I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants. I found an ordinary match.
No.
No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end. I found nothing in the pocket.
Okay.
I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord. The pocket was empty.
Okay.
Okay. Flip.
I turned the pants over again.
Oh.
I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Ah. I
The
can
pocket
get
was
whatever
empty.
was in the safe with that.
The pocket was empty.
Okay. Best to leave the same way I came in, just in case. Champ.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive.
Some rando coming up and just being like, this person's a murderer, let me do what I want. No, it doesn't work.
Oh, boys.
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Non, monsieur.
Do you reckon...
That is the...
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Magic!
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
Non, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not especiellement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
I thought that said I won't slap you. I was like,
Hello again.
I got more stuff.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Okay. This matchbook.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed, it does.
Oh.
For Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
And I'll ask her.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I
Hello,
do for you
George.
now?
Hello, George.
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I like his not especiellement. Yeah.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Yes!
See, George?
he's not scared, he's following the rules.
Never mess with English aristocracy.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail.
No.
Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law.
No, you're
if he
not.
tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Honestly.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of paper.
Oh!
I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Just gonna very quickly save.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Ah, okay. Drop it in the alleyway? That makes sense. I'll probably have to actually get out.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Because they are.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
At least there was no rain. Which means no puddles and wet manuscripts. What is that? Noisy, noisy. Alright.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Black.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Jesus Christ.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Why is the music so fucking loud
I don't know.
Check it out.
compared to the fucking voice?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, Josh.
Come in, Josh. Hey, boys.
Reminds me of the Aristocats, the old lady, Georges, her,
Manservant.
no, the old guy that comes in to help her with her will.
Yes. The lawyer.
Yes.
I keep showing
This
that.
is the tool I used to...
Fascinating.
I've already said this.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, Josh.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Why is he being a fucking dick?
I don't fucking know.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No.
I
What
love
were
how
you
at first he was
expecting?
trying to flirt with her, and now he's like, I'm better than you. Like,
A name or an address?
he's such a tool.
There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it? A credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics
Gruber.
Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
You're just not going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
No.
It's a medieval manuscript.
Ancient
Tom left it
manuscripts.
in the safe at the U-boot.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights
You
Templar?
idiot.
Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this
no.
manuscript means,
What?
it's connected with the Templars.
Early 2000s
How do you know
horribleness.
about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an
What?
article on the Crusades.
I don't want anyone watching this to look it up, so I'm not gonna say it.
Fair enough. Tell me later.
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem.
Why does she sound far away?
I don't know. Maybe this is inside her mind, so we're hearing the echo from inside her skull.
Guarantees safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked them to be enemy numbered, just where they were. And
I saw that, I was like, no, 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 no.
They were so rich. Even
Dear.
kings came to
Scarred.
their homes. But at
I
the
never
end of
watch
their
and I
time,
don't
Don't.
want to.
Don't.
the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition.
I like their faces while they're being burned alive.
Torture and
It just looks more displeased.
At the end of the Inquisition, there wasn't
I
much
am
to do.
inconvenienced by your
Grand
flames.
Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez.
I'll just stop. What was that cut?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 6 months at least.
Jesus Christ, that was terrible.
We're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
No?
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Okay.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin. Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
Manotaur.
I'd like to be half a bull.
That was fucking
Even if it
terrible.
was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere.
Or a duvet cover.
Shit,
Where folk live in barrels.
it beats couple boxes.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
They just
She
look
was
like
the one who
lines.
said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so
What?
much when I was a kid.
It says the ugly faces, they're just lines.
I know, right? Oh no, there's.
I see noses and stuff, but it's like,
It's so gibberish unless you're paying attention.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets
His
bored
name
with
is
advertising.
Labino.
Far from it. Andre isn't stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give
The
you
way she said Labino sounds really weird. Alright,
I really don't like our protagonist. He's a dick.
well, one of the
I
two.
have to go.
Okay.
He's
Don't
he's
forget
only
to look at the
semi-likable.
at the Krone
She's at
Museum.
least likable, but her accent is all over the place. Oh yeah, her.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Fucking love her too.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, but I can tell you one thing. There's no such place as the Club à la Moute in Paris.
Good to know.
Can you tell me anything about this security pass?
I can tell it doesn't belong to you.
How come?
Give me some credit.
Mhm.
If you're an electrician, I'll eat my anti-offenders.
You're a remarkably talented lady.
Alright.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will. You will.
Alright, Champ de Valt, Jerry, Pustopolis. The museum.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No.
Im.
I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it the study in Moselle, not as you can see for yourself. Not today.
Salty. My goodness.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
No, I guess not. Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
Fair.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
What type of places are you
Do you
thinking of
recognize
there,
this
bud?
ID pass? No.
No. Alright. I'm gonna try and shake his
Would
hand.
you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Okay.
What? Alright.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
What?
What?
I've never heard that phrase in my life.
I've never heard that phrase either. It's definitely not a French phrase at all. Not that I'm aware of.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No, no, no. They ask you. I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobineau.
What is this beef with him? Jesus
Thanks
Christ.
for your help.
Well, our character's also being a dick, so...
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust.
I'm more confused to why he
Was
he
identical
has
to
such a
the
beef with
tripod pictured
Labino
on the
out of all
manuscript.
people.
A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Mar at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Bro.
Woof.
Wow.
Jeez, dude.
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Okay.
The shields and stuff are similar.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
Totem pole
cross.
looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Okay. Security system.
A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls on the open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled. And it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Okay. I guess I'm going to Ireland. Maybe? No? Okay. Guess not. Sure. Le flic!
Sergeant Move?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure.
Both.
I love how echoey the recordings are, depending on which character it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the second game they've improved on that.
Hopefully.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Non, monsieur?
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Fair.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course.
What happened to his fucking echoey?
Novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you, Sergeant?
That's a double-line Swedish with a crosshatch Bergman strike strip. Now, that's unusual. Pre-war Anderson hinging.
Really?
I haven't seen a reinforced Anderson outside of a private collection.
It's rare, then?
In this part of the world, yes. There are only 3 places these are made. Taiwan, Manila, and Slough.
maybe not.
Fair.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
That's not how you say misconstrued.
It's a misconstrued.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Sure.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yep.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind
Can you
is a
pass me Joel
well-ordered
Ranchers or my
faculty.
door?
A mental classification system that the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise.
The open one.
Just as our muscles waste through
Where is he?
inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need.
Would you like one?
If only people would learn to exercise
Since
their
we're not
wits
talking.
daily.
If he was
Or not voice acting today.
it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but
Patronizing?
style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed. But I've been taken off the case.
Why?
What about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Why?
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the crown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work. But Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu. Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. But of course, monsieur, their fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them. Unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That shook his cool. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy. You're obviously a great admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Not everyone shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars
The
were as honorable as...
magnificent.
That's right. I do not wish to hear your
Bro.
uninformed opinions, Stobart.
Why do you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been
Templar.
dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Maybe his ancestors were Templars. Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
The person walked away from the microphone when they said that.
So long, Inspector.
It was full like, you will excuse me. Our regularly scheduled plane.
Give it a few moments.
Come on, Pop. Hey,
Hey, buddy.
what are you doing? Good boy? You good boy.
He's your best boy. Alright.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur.
Being the last
and
person
try
to
to
see him
forget.
alive doesn't mean a damn thing. If they clear you of guilt,
I know
you
that
don't
I
owe
killed
anything
that
like
guy.
that.
His name was Plantar.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
So, a person has information on the person for a case, and you're like, no, we don't want to hear it, go home.
I'd like to report an assault.
Fuck.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
I'll get them this time.
Oh. I guess he has beef with them.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur.
He also calls himself Thomas Merlin.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Stobart. I don't know him. Has this man any connection with the...
She was saying
bombing
first
of the
vaccine
cafe?
booked.
Yes. I believe Khan was the
Oh.
name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Is it good to go? My mom didn't pay attention?
See you later, Sergeant.
Like, Simon's younger than this. What the fuck?
Our age group is allowed?
Hi. I've been to the Crew Museum.
Did you speak to Labino?
No, he wasn't there. I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marne.
I have
What
heard
is
of
this
Loch
music?
Marne. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for
Fuck if
yourself.
I know, dude.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marne. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a fourth series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marne must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like
Rude.
to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Picram's dam is important, why don't you visit Loch Marne?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
You got to France from America.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't look at a map and figure that out?
Uh-huh. Oh boy. This kind of just shows America's education system, because even like, I'm sorry, it is. Because I'm sorry, world history was a thing we learned here in school, in Canada, at least around here that I know of. So I know exactly where Ireland is without at least approximately, even if I didn't have a map in front of me. In other words, not far from England.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Can I go to Ireland now? Yes! Yeah, right there!
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne. The castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
What the fuck?
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat...
What is with the music?
fringe of milk on his
I don't know.
feathered-
I'm waiting for a bunch of cringy stereotypes.
Give me a second. I'm going to bring the volume down a little bit. Okay, this is full blast. Because every time I turn around, the fucking music is like blast, is cranked, and somehow still louder than the fucking voice volume.
What are the accents gonna be? Scared.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Not terrible. Not good, but not terrible.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of the picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
McGuire.
I'm the good guys.
From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chop firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood.
The fuck is happening?
I don't know,
Dad
man.
appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Runned
A
away.
grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
So you just met me, but I'm with the good guys. Tell me your life story.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle.
I-
You're not telling me.
I don't
What are you
know.
covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
You can't
Oh,
do that.
There's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochman.
Okay.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes last Tuesday night. I went up to see.
If you
what
don't tell
that
me,
thing
I'll
was
abduct
about.
you and bring
I
you back
just
to school.
reached
Like,
the
bitch,
wall
move.
When I hears this awful noise,
What sort of noise?
a horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse.
Worst.
Worst.
Oh God.
Inside the castle.
Jesus. What a worst.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Okay.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I thought you said you weren't scared.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Alright.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now. But if I see him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
The films? The films. Alright.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The
There.
man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
You don't know that. You don't have the ability to diagnose psychosis.
This
Or
clown
psychopathy.
and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid?
I was gonna say he looks 25!
5.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
I call bullshit on that, considering what he said before, but anyways. I'm living with me ma and pa, and my pa stole me money. Yeah, okay.
His face and everything, though, he looks like 30.
Yeah. If he's
If he's...
I can't know, man. If he looks like he's in his like mid to late 20s, he just stopped growing after 14.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
Stop creeping the kid out.
Darn.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
That felt like it was made a lot easier than it should have been. By the grenade launcher.
He wasn't listening. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Oh.
Okay.
He was like reaching back for a sneeze there.
Recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope. I've never seen him before.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectre.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh, no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh, yes. They were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Oh, boys.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh, no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
This guy's actually pretty good.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls are built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
It's good because it's not over the top.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like Jack. Like Jack's type of tone of voice.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was brought up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Ah.
Oh, a gem. And a tripod.
Yeah.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Did you guess that?
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmarn. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Nom.
What can you tell me about the gem
Right.
which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Thank the Lord for that.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
I know that was terrible. I had candy in my mouth. Good luck.
There's the question of an unsettled bid. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticated. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Oh dear.
Goodbye for now.
Ah, shit. Missed a thing today.
Hi,
Oh.
my name's Stobart. George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is. I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, pal. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more like.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Oh no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation part. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Lochmarn? You come to Lochmarn for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister?
California.
I know it. That's where the Bruins come from.
Yeah, amongst other things. May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
That's why you got two hands.
Bye for now.
I guess he needs both to drink.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
That's what you Irish say, isn't it?
No!
Something. Are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
It's not.
Is it a room you're after?
That is not something that they actually often say.
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Lochmarn and jump back on the bus.
Top of the morning, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
No, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Oh, jeez.
I wanted to give you a heart attack.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Rip.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Oh. I'm assuming he didn't pay from the sounds of it.
I'll try
He's
a
really
glass of
pissed.
beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Look, I gotta be going.
Let's talk to everyone.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
These names are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
The stereotypical names.
Shake my
Fitzgerald.
hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone. What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died.
Oh.
I don't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
Woof.
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Idea.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. Wasn't a pint and I'd pass out.
Okay.
See you later. The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. Hi there, old-timer. What?
Sneezed right on you.
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. It's the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Oof.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Bro.
Okay.
It's a metal wire, though.
Yeah.
It's really a wee bit creepy there.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
It's not open to the public. Whether there's a physical person there or not doesn't matter.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
So far, the Irish level is not terrible.
It's getting progressively worse, but
it depends on who you talk to.
Flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
Oh.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Okay.
I'll see you later. It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Is it laser?
It was a beer...
Okay.
just stealing it.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk. I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
Fair enough. Probably tell him that the other guy was his ghost.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What?
You know
I love it when he does that.
What?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. I reckon no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere
Sean
near the dig.
Fitzgerald. Isn't that the name of the dude? One sec. I need to see if they use that name in a movie here. Fitzgerald.
As a last name?
It's a last name, yes, but there's a character. I'm wondering if.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Fitzgerald. What was the movie?
Mr. Fitzgerald? McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
What?
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
The fuck is the name of that movie that?
I swear it.
Shut up.
See me early this morning.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in recently.
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Mark.
He played Hugh Glass. Attacked by a bear.
Oh, Revenant.
Yes.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your
That was
benefits,
John
man?
Fitzgerald. I thought it was
So
Sean,
where's
so I
the
was like,
harm in taking a peek
What?
inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't
played by
dare.
Tom Hardy.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet.
I typed in Sean Fitzgerald and the first thing that came up is Newfoundland.
I didn't know more about it.
Okay.
If I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques.
Newfoundland Growlers.
Give the package to me.
Growlers. Okay.
Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
That's fair. Boy. Hello?
CEO. Okay, he's a fucking guy from Newfoundland. Fair enough.
Hey, I just seen a big
Out of here, McGuire. Back when you're old enough.
What's the last?
a big red sports car.
He's across the room from the mic.
Right?
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Oh.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding my own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I
Says
going over
I.
to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy. And ate him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I. I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out. And I couldn't believe my eyes.
What is...
Okay.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Oh, I know who that is.
Fair enough.
pushed the switch down, but in
friend
doing
sent me a
so, it
link for
snapped off in
DoorDash.
my
What?
hand. It was a trap door.
Talk to him.
Oh, my friend sent me something, so if
Hey,
we sign up to
quiet.
DoorDash
What?
with this link, we get some money off.
Cool.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not.
Can I look at this?
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seen him.
Seed him. Never seed him.
What do you make of this, kid?
Fuck.
Hey, that's one of Leary's towels. He'll skin you alive.
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow,
I'm gonna steal stuff if I want to. Brrr.
Cool, mister. For an old guy.
Thought you said we were 25 there, bud.
kid.
Okay, mister.
Oh, boys. Excuse me. My goodness.
I've got to
It was a
protect
trap
people
door
from
inside.
folks breaking the law. He'll skin you alive for taking that. He didn't scare me. I'm gonna steal stuff if I want. His logic is so fucked up.
Welcome to point and click video games. Logic in these games make zero sense.
It was impossible.
Especially old games like these. Alright. Nothing, okay. Okay then.
I like to think that this is just the music that plays in Ireland.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
May I borrow this towel?
Sure you can. On one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner.
Oh.
With the hygiene problem.
Well, I know exactly who to give it to then.
I gotta be going.
Don't give it to that person. Who? The person in the corner. Oh, okay.
Hello again. What?
What?
I'm looking for Sean Fitzgerald. Have you seen him?
Never heard of him.
Don't you come from around here?
None of your business. I didn't ask where you come from, did I?
I'm from California.
That's your problem.
Did you ever see Fitzgerald at Peagram's Dig?
I never heard of either of them.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe. Rabbit, that's what gets my juices flowing.
Rabbit is delicious.
Yes,
It's
but
just a snare.
Jesus Christ.
I don't approve of snaring, but rabbit is delicious.
But it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Snaring only works if the rabbit runs fast enough to snap its own neck very quickly.
Which is rarely the case. They usually just sit and suffer, so I don't like them.
Oh yeah.
The success rate is horrible.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Huh?
What? The tissues are unhygienic.
If you use them so many times and don't wash them.
Or in this case, if it's a throwaway tissue like a Kleenex, then you use it and you throw it in the garbage. Here you go, bud.
Hello again. What? Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
Did you just clue in?
Right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Yes.
Only if I get my fingers caught.
Oh.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
Yes.
You bet.
I feel like this is what my cousin's gonna grow up into.
I'll see you later.
Would you like a towel?
Hello again. What? Could you use this towel?
I could.
I'll see you later. Hello again. Hey,
Right now, okay.
I'll see you later.
I feel like I know a couple people that might grow up into this dude.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Hey,
Oh, wait.
Look, I gotta be going.
What do I do? So every time he sneezes, he puts the wire down.
Hmm?
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire. Excuse me.
Yes.
May I have another beer?
Certainly.
Yeah, please.
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. Not my dear, is it?
Well, the good thing
It
is...
just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvelous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it.
Sure.
I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer. And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Jesus Christ.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Okay.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
Good thing I have a wire then, eh?
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions.
Then you're done.
Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to burn down this entire
Establishment.
entire establishment. Just fucking.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Okay. C'est pas mal noir, là. I think that unlocked this, so. Oh, joy.
I lifted the trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below.
It's already open. How could you not smell it before?
Way too far to jump.
Oh.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my gut. What
is that?
Excuse me.
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round.
Oh.
I prayed McGuire
Wow.
keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Hey.
Hello, my name is Igor. Fuck. Sounded so goddamn
Now
weird.
I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily.
So you.
Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trapdoor.
The gem?
It was Peagrim's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
See, I don't mind that because it makes sense.
Yeah, I know. I love that he's across the fucking room.
Problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way, you're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Fuck off.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Jesus Christ.
It was a rusty faucet.
It's like retro, but still kind of very modernized.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
It was a rusty faucet. It was a large blue gemstone. It was the barman's flashlight. I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Wow. That's not great.
That's the boss. Giant human earthworm.
It was impossible to...
Okay.
Hey, McGuire,
What?
What?
what do you think of my flashlight?
It's a torch. That's what we call it on this side of the Atlantic.
Want a closer look at the gem, McGuire?
You'd better hide that, mister. What if the pixie comes back? You'll be in trouble then.
I don't believe in pixies. Underneath that costume is a psychotic killer.
Smart.
Jesus Christ.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Alright, let's actually go to the castle this time. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox, indeed.
I gave him the look I perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of track.
Oh, that's great. Alright.
Why would you walk up to someone in Ireland and just be like, "Do you speak English?"
Right?
Like,
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
How do you think they're gonna speak there? Gaelic?
I mean, some do.
Well, yeah, some do, but
Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car.
that'd be their primary, and their secondary would be English.
A racing car. And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the
Like,
bar.
just go up to them and talk to them, and if they clearly don't understand, then okay, they don't speak English.
He ran right under the car.
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy. who hit the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know
Oh
him.
dear.
It's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart.
Dad, can you help?
But he has been abducted.
Well,
Fucking love it.
that's a relief now.
What? That's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put the money on the Ferrari.
That's not how that works, and Ireland is not this, like, technologically...
You want to know exactly
backwards.
what
Yeah.
Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
What?
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Nice jacket, though.
Yeah.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
In other words, I'm climbing the stack of hay.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland. I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
Oh.
Climb.
I pushed...
Get yourself a foothold there.
There was a narrow crack between two of the stones where the centuries-old mortar had crumbled away.
Okay, use that?
Hey.
Yeah!
I inserted the end
Ah!
of the
I like that it's just sticking into it.
and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Perfect.
You saw that, right?
Yeah. And that was a goat.
I like how it has like a half-human face.
Yeah.
I think I've seen memes of this.
I think I've seen memes of this too.
Why does the goat have a half-man face?
I don't know. Oh god. I'm assuming
I
this.
feel like I've seen someone like review this game. I must.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
La what? La cabra? Goat. Goodbye, goat. You evil goat. What is with like 90s and that hairstyle? I remember the meme of that too.
I just the goat.
Just goat. Oh, what?
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Okay. Plaster of Paris, okay.
I'm kind of drawing at the same time, so like, I'm also in here conversation.
It was a statue which had fallen from its place on the wall. 5 fingers of stone projected from the back of the carving.
Push?
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
Okay. Jesus.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand. The 5 fingers on the back of the statue had left their impressions in the fine sand. It was a handful of plaster left in the castle by Pegram's archaeologists.
Make a key.
I'm assuming put the plaster
Yeah,
in
and then
there.
there's the thing behind you.
Yeah, because
And then
I'm assuming that was supposed to be on
Yeah.
there,
Holes were filled.
and then someone was stupid and didn't put him back up there with a lot of people's help. But anyways, can I? We're gonna use beer.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could. but it was barely damp.
Oh, I get it. I gotta go back to the bar. I gotta soak the towel
Rusty water.
with the rusty water. Excuse? There we go. I'm like, where am I going? Where'd that guy go? The guy at the haystack, he's not even there.
He poof.
He's poofed out of existence.
Might be looking elsewhere.
I guess. He was supposed to be there though, so I don't know. There we go.
I do like that there was a puddle right by the castle though that you could have dunked it in.
I held the towel
Was
on
there?
the faucet
Yeah.
and soaked it with water.
I don't think you could put it in that though.
Shut off the
I'm just amused by the fact that you, like, they made you walk all the way back when they bothered to paint in a puddle.
I'm like, I'm trying to visualize. Oh, this.
A reflection, yeah.
Okay. For fuck's
I think
sake.
Yep might have to do it again. I don't know. Or in the right spot. Yeah.
Now I gotta go to this view to actually
There we go.
do this shit. Fucking.
Ta-da.
Oof.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Oof.
And now you have a key.
My improvised plaster cast was slowly drying out.
Okay. Guess look at that.
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Behind the altar was a carved panel decorated with animals, birds, and plants. I tried in vain to move the panel.
It did not work.
I love the idea of making this
My
in
improvised
soil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just seeing if something will help dry it faster.
Oh, it wasn't a slide. I'm intrigued.
I squeezed the towel as
It's not what I want, but okay.
Buzz it.
Okay, guess not. Leave and come back. You dry now?
my improvised plaster.
Nope. There has to be something that would help me dry it out. I feel.
The sack contained a fine white powder.
You have matches.
I don't have any actual matches
it's
in
just
the
the
matchbook, though.
The matchbook bore a pattern of...
I don't think, anyway.
What was that noise?
You know.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay.
It was like a farmer. Yeah.
My improvised plaster cast was slow.
Okay.
IRL, it would actually be dry by now.
Right.
That shit dries quick.
I'm well aware, and that's why I'm like, what the fuck? Good. Just gonna check shit out for a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge.
Pushing with all my strength.
I really need to start working.
Right. Just a gentle nudge of nothing.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
Do you know what this white powder is?
No.
Yeah.
That's something to go up and ask a kid.
Mister.
Right. This white powder. Right.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
I have a suspicion that Fitzgerald might have been given something by Pegram.
I thought he acted strange.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Were you not speaking to him when he ran out to the bar?
Yeah, sure. Just talking, that's all.
And fucking disappeared.
Goodbye for now.
Uh,
Hey! Hello there again, mister. Aren't you gonna help Fitzgerald?
What does he need my help for?
Didn't you hear what McGuire said? He's been hit by a car.
What an idiot. People call me stupid, but I've never done that.
Don't you feel any sympathy for poor Fitzgerald?
He never bothered about me, so why should I?
Bye for now. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
yes, sir.
Look, I gotta... Hello again. What?
Hockey cranky. See if I'm missing anything. No, no.
Or fucking hairdryer or something.
I was thinking that, but it'd be strange to have a portable hairdryer. Nope. Alright. Let's go back, I guess. I have no fucking clue there. Better be dry. God damn it. Es-tu sèche, là, tabarnouche?
My improvised cast was slowly drying out.
Is there something I need to put in there? Like, I don't think so.
Are you? Oh, it's a city boy. Hello. Just leaning against me. Hey. Hi, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Squishing.
My improvised plaster...
Google?
Actually, they have hints in this game, which is nice.
Oh.
Except it won't let me actually get to it, so what the fuck?
They have hints. Fuck you.
There was a pattern... I played... I reached into the sack.
I reached into the sack, but it was fucking empty. Hey. What is this? I have to fucking do a stare down there? Jesus Christ. It's the final stare down.
That'd be amazing if you had to just stand there and stare at it.
Right.
Because time suddenly stops passing when you walk away from it.
Right.
Plaster. Plaster key.
twice.
Do you have to get more water?
I have to get more water.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Then why wouldn't it say something like, I don't think that's enough?
Right?
You know, like why wouldn't
like give me a fucking
prompt.
hint.
It needs to give you a prompt.
But no.
That's like, eh.
Motherfucker. Fucking.
This wouldn't even work with plaster of Paris, because if you cure it in different layers, it won't properly cure. It'll stay mush.
Yeah. Like. So stupid. Because I thought once would have been enough, but no. No, it's not. The fuck game.
My improvised plaster cast.
Yeah. Have more water.
The trickle of water splashed onto the hardened plaster.
You do it twice so it suddenly like can reject the second one. So it's hard. Okay.
I eased the solid piece of
Fuck off!
Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
It wouldn't do that in the ground, but also, what?
I don't.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud.
I'm not gonna.
Then, silence.
Alright. Alright. I think I got a flashlight. Oh, hello. Montfaucon. That evening back in Paris. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's a possible message.
I had messages waiting to be played.
Play them.
You have 3 messages.
Okay.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. It pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway.
No, I have 2 chronic conditions. That's why she can get
That
it
story
done.
of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Oh, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day, and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carshon.
When did we make that
Thank
call?
you for being so understanding. Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening.
No!
He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
You might die.
Merlin? My God. Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing. But I couldn't just let her die.
It's like, Imelda, you might die, huh?
I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
Fucking let's go!
Locked? No way was I going to break through a door like that. The intercom system wasn't working.
Oh, great.
Bad sign. Somebody had cut the wire.
Can I climb that?
Fixed tight. Presumably to stop critics stealing it. Who else would want to? Fixed tight.
Okay, but...
I unhooked the first wire.
Fixed tight and super easy to get rid of.
Right? Where is it disappearing to? Just
Both wires removed, the statue remained upright.
Cool. Move it closer.
Insta-ladder.
Yeah.
And it didn't
if
make
I
a...
could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything.
What the fuck?
I like that that didn't make a loud sound.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it. No.
Bitch.
No. No. The plastic... The artifact? What?
Oh. I still have the fucking shell casing. They got squeezed. Wow. Just wow. Uh-oh. Oh.
My God, I'm too late.
Oh dear.
Imelda. Oh no.
Oh no, she's alive.
Nico? Don't worry, you're going to be alright. You know that isn't true. It was Merlin, wasn't it? Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I must be crazy. Let me see you, Nico. All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda? You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you. You didn't know my father. So like him. Something about his eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
Okay.
She was gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why?
Okay.
Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace. I opened it.
Oh.
I like that even though her head was tilted down, now she's suddenly just kind of like, Nyeh.
I took the key. I had to leave. I knew
Like
I
her
could never
cervical
return.
spine just does its thing.
Yep. Oh boys. And I got a key, which I think will fit in the thing now. In the books. So I was missing a key.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's. I took out the key.
Is it a fit? Yes, it is.
I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside.
Okay. Another...
It was a photograph of Imelda. Why here? In my father's box. I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Carchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to
And
the
your
ground.
father looking like...
Its people butchered.
disturbed.
And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father. There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come. Hotel Saint Georges, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you're really working for. Or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No. They'll just give you a funny job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, the diplomat's wife.
Ironically.
I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda, suddenly everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all.
That's why he looked more disturbed.
He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, buddy.
Next. Hello.
Hi, bud.
What's she doing?
Hi, bud. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello.
He's like, I don't think I'm supposed to step on Dad. Hi. Oh, pip, 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 pip.
Okay, bye, bud.
I knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out. Or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in.
Hello, George.
Okay.
Oh, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead.
And you say Pigram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But
Woof.
my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pigram's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man. Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Look at that.
At the night scroll, through my teachings, there's a guy There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who. All I've got to go by.
Okay.
Do you want to look after the gem?
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
Alright, fair enough.
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobineau at the Kron Museum. And why don't you see if Rousseau has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Alright.
Yeah, no.
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government, and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Okay. Let's check the museum, I guess. still not there. Alright. Let's go see Rosso, I guess.
So we went down into that thing in Ireland and then just poofed.
Yeah, essentially time skip.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Oh.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic.
Why are you
in the
telling
Avenue des Hérissons.
him this?
Well, I'm getting information, so I
Why
don't know.
was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
The white
Yeah,
mole.
but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lives.
I'd like to report the assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I
Okay, I already went through this.
Could you
Yeah.
One, their name.
Shut up. Alright.
See you later, Sergeant.
Yeah, because Russo's not there, so.
There's a lot of hate in the moment.
Alright, that's probably a good place to call it, honestly, is going to the hospital. So I'll leave this here for tonight, and next time we shall go to the hospital to see Montmartre. Beside... Brain, Jesus Christ.
Beside?
I didn't want to say besides, that's why I stopped midway.
Beside!
Alright, thank you everyone who has been watching tonight. If you like the video, you can always follow, so that way you know the next time I pop online and get notified with that. I do also have a YouTube channel for anyone who wishes to see it. There's a link down below, and you can see all the old videos there. For anyone on YouTube who wishes to see these videos live and unedited, you can always pop on over to my Twitch channel, and the link is in the descriptions of every one of my videos down below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, so that way you'll be notified on the next video. But besides that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys. Bye. Bye.